Well, good morning, friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. I got the Big Daddy bowl out, which means we got some serious cooking to do here. Today's just going to be baking. I need to do a few things for the market stand. One is granola. I sell granola like crazy out there, and I'm all out of granola, and I've got people screaming for my granola. So we're going to put that together. And I'm going to do cookies. I'm going to do chocolate chip cookies and peanut butter cookies for the market stand. Plus, I'm going to make extra to put in the freezer so that all I got to do is just pull them out of the freezer and bake them and, package them up for the stand. So here we go. I love this bowl. And for those of you who always mention this bowl, I call this my Big Daddy bowl. It is a 30-quart stainless steel bowl. And I got this bowl from my local Mennonite store. But you can get them on Amazon. And I've looked at the prices on Amazon compared to the prices at the Mennonite store, and they're running pretty much neck and neck. I mean, I bought this years ago when it was only 20 bucks for the bowl, and I think now they're about 60. So, that's why I only got one. I'm not giving 60 bucks for a bowl. But anyway, these are beautiful. I love it. How I wish I could get a couple more. That would be nice. But for right now, this one does just fine. Anyway, let's get started with this. Let me set this aside first because we're going to do the sauce for this. And because I'm making such a huge batch, and it is a big batch. It's the recipes for a big batch. You could probably cut it down, with a simple math, and you could have yourself a single batch. But we're going to do 1 cup of oil, and I'm doing olive oil because it's all I ever use. Okay. Then, I did the olive oil first, so then the honey will slide right out of that cup. We're going to do a cup of honey along with it. Look at that, comes right out of there. Perfect. This is nice for your pantry too. I mean, you could even double it and make a big amount and have enough for winter because it'll last for months in your pantry. All right, we're going to set that aside. I'm also going to do my 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla, and I'm going to mix it right in here. And then we're just going to heat this through. Mix this up. We're going to heat this through on the stove till we can get it mixed together pretty good. Okay? So we're just going to turn that on low. And that'll be good. I'm going to leave that up for that. Okay, so let me set this aside. And we'll start on the rest of this. I got to wipe that off. Okay, so here's the Big Daddy bowl. I've got 16 cups of regular oats. Okay, not quick oats or instant oats, just regular oats. They don't have to be the steel cut oats or anything like that, just regular oats. All right, to that I'm going to add my 6 cups of almonds that I chopped up. And they're big chunks. Okay? Then we're going to do 1 cup of brown sugar, which now I'm going to need oh, look, that's mixing pretty good there. You don't want it hot, you just want it heated so it mixes through nicely. Okay. That's good enough. All right, now we're gonna do 1 cup of brown sugar, and I got a 1/2 cup here. We're gonna stick that right in there. Okay. Then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of salt. And I can use 2 teaspoons of salt because my nuts are not roasted. My almonds are not roasted or salted. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Beautiful. This is a very simple recipe, friends. And it's just delicious. Okay, we got that. Now, all we need to add to this is our oil and our honey and our vanilla. And let me make sure we got the oats, the nuts, the brown sugar, salt, cinnamon. Yep, we're good. Let's just put this all around in here. We're going to scrape this out. We don't want to waste any. Okay. So now we're just going to mix. You can get in there with your hands, but I'm using my rubber spatula and it works just fine. So just keep mixing until this is all mixed together and everything is coated. You might have to break up some of your brown sugar but make sure you get it mixed really good. You don't want any dry chunks. That's why I like this big old bowl. Look at that gorgeous. Is that beautiful or what? Then I'm going to do raisins because I wanted to put cranberries in there. I usually make it with cranberries. I'm out of cranberries. Or craisins. So we're going to use raisins. All right, I think we got that mixed up pretty good. Let me give it one more going over. All right, that's pretty good. Now, we got our big pan right here, and I'm going to dump every bit of it into this pan. You don't have to spread it out on trays. Let me scrape this all out. You don't have to spread it out on trays because you're going to be mixing this every 10 minutes. So everything's going to get, browned and heated through. Okay. Now that you've stared at the back of my bowl for long enough. Oh, I'm going to need this. We're just going to mix this around here. We're going to turn our oven on to 300, and every 10 minutes, I'm going to stir it. So, we're going to stick it right in there because I'm not going to worry about preheating the oven. I'm just going to put it right in there, and I'm going to turn my oven on to 300. That's good. And I'll see you when that's done. Well, look at how bright that sun is shining. I'm gonna move this pan. It's reflecting off that pan. Ooh, the sun is gorgeous outside. Anyway, I had to take this back out of the oven because I love to put coconut in here. And oh, they would have had a fit with me if I'd have forgot my coconut. I am so glad I caught this before that. I'm only putting, I don't know. This isn't in the recipe. I'm just putting my own in there. And this isn't your regular, it's sweetened, but it isn't your regular flaked coconut like you'd buy in a grocery store. This is a medium, it's a medium shred. So it's probably finer than what you would get in the grocery store. So I'm just gonna mix this in. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Break up them little chunks. All right, we got it. Okay, now I can stick that in there. And I'll mix it even more because I'm going to be stirring it every 10 minutes. So here we go. Now it's ready. All right. Okay, friends. You can see this is done and this is beautiful. All browned up. It's gorgeous. And I put it back in my Big Daddy bowl so that I could mix the raisins in it. Now, if you want to add fruit to it or anything, now is the time to add it. You don't want to add it when it bakes because it will burn your fruit. So, I'm going to add quite a bit of raisins to this. I don't know how many that is, maybe a cup. But we're going to mix that up. Mix them all around. Break them up a little bit. Perfect. Look how nice that looks. So you just break them up. All right. I'm thinking maybe I'll put a few more in there. There. Probably about a good cup and a half total. All right, that looks good. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, if only you could smell that. Okay, friends, now we're going to package this up because I'm going to put this out in my market stand. And I just take my 1 cup measuring cup. I don't measure it. I weigh it out when I'm all done packaging it, and I sell it according to the weight. But I just do that. I package them in these nice bags, and I do about, I bet you that's at least a couple pounds. And that's how I package them. And then flatten it out. And I got labels for them too. So that's a nice bag of homemade granola. And I sell it like crazy in my market stand. That's all I do. Works out nicely. I'm going to finish packaging this up, and I will see you when we get ready to make our cookies. Okay, we are ready to make our cookies. I have been needing to get these cookies done for about the last 2 weeks, and everything just hits at once and you get so busy it just doesn't work that way. I need to get my paddle out. That's my dough. I need my hook for my paddle. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I'm doubling this recipe. I am going to put a single batch, the recipe for the single batch in the description box. Okay, these are a really nice cookie. I want a really soft cookie for my market stand because people love them. And this recipe is about the softest you're going to get. I've used it many times and I love it. And it does call for cream cheese, which gives it that little extra fluff and soft. You're going to love it. So here we go. Let's get busy with this and let me get my glasses on. I got my recipe right here. Okay. All right. There's my butter. I need my garbage can over here. Okay, and then with the butter, I'm going to use about a half a block of this soft cream cheese. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to need, this is so fun. I love making cookies. I'm going to need about 1.5 cups packed brown sugar. So there's one. Oh, there's a good half. And then I'm going to need a 1/2 cup of sugar. There we go. All right, so we're going to start creaming that together. And you're going to let it cream for a while because you want that perfectly mixed. So we're going to let this cream for a little bit, probably a good 3 minutes or so. And then we'll get the rest of it going. That's creamed pretty good. Now with that, we're going to do 2 eggs. I'm just going to put this down here. I'm going to do one at a time if I can. There we go. Get it mixed in there. And drop the other one. Now I'm going to put my vanilla in there. Okay, now with my flour, it calls for baking soda and cornstarch. And cornstarch, you all know, because I've told you many times before, it gives you, when you add cornstarch, it gives you a beautifully tender baked good. It's a nice little secret, especially in your cinnamon rolls and my measuring spoons. They're look, they're magnetic. They were sticking to my bowl. Okay, so we're gonna do baking soda. I'm not gonna confuse you by telling you how much. I'm just doubling this. So we're gonna put that in there. Okay. And now our cornstarch. There we go. Perfect. We're going to give that a little mix with a whisk, if I got one here. just to get it all mixed in so it incorporates well. You could sift it if you want. I'm not gonna. Okay, we're gonna pour all this right in there. Beautiful. We're gonna wind up scraping down the sides too. We're gonna let that mix up real good. And then all we're gonna have to add once this is mixed is the chocolate chips. We're gonna scrape down the sides of this. And there we go. Beautiful. Now I'm going to put my last to go in is my chocolate chips. I'm doing 2 bags. So it says 2 cups in each bag. And I'm doubling it. So now we're not going to leave that go too long. Just enough to get it mixed in there. Beautiful. All it takes. I usually make jumbo cookies, but with these I'm not gonna, because I'll package them a couple at a time. I just take my scoop and put them on there. Just like so. Oh, you can't see it. Actually, because these are going in the freezer, I'm going to put these very close together. All right. We'll bake a couple of these up because Mr. Wayna can have a treat. We'll set the oven to 350 so we can bake a couple of them up. But this is all I do. I just put them right on this tray, real close together, and in the freezer they go. And when they freeze solid, then I can package them in another bag, like a gallon bag, and then you can take out as many or as little you want. You don't have to do the whole batch. Okay, friends, I've got 4 of them that we're going to bake off. The oven is preheating. And look at, I've got a full tray that's going to go in the freezer. And then I got this half tray. So we're going to fill the rest of this tray up with our peanut butter cookies. So that's going to set aside. The oven's ready. So let's get these in the oven. These are going to bake for about, 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go put these in the freezer while those are baking. And when it's done, we'll try one of those beautiful cookies. Our cookies are done. Oh, they're beautiful. So I'm just going to let them completely cool and we'll try one in a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to get on with my jumbo peanut butter cookies. Now, I know I've made these before on camera, and that's okay. I'm going to bring you along with me because I'm going to make them again. And I'm doubling this again. So there might be some of you who have never seen this. These are wonderful. I sell these like crazy in my market stand. These peanut butter cookies is also John's favorite. So I'll have to bake at least a couple of them off for him. All right, so with that, we've got 2 cups of butter. We're going to do 2 cups of sugar. Let's see, I don't need my cornstarch. Not for this one. This is 1. 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of brown sugar. And you want that packed. There we go. Okay, so we're going to cream this. Oh, no, we want the peanut butter in there too. I'm sorry. This calls for 2 cups of peanut butter. And in one of your jars, you've got 28 tablespoons, which is equivalent, to, you've only got, excuse me, in one of these containers, you've got 28 tablespoons. In 2 cups of peanut butter, you need 32 tablespoons. So I've got an extra 1/4 cup. There, I got it out. All right, we're going to get this all in here. And we're going to cream this all together really good. Okay, we got that all on there. We're going to put this down and we're going to cream this together for at least 3 minutes. So when this is done, I'll be back and we'll do the rest of it. I'm going to give these sides a scrape. I want all the butter off the sides. There we go. I think we got it. Beautiful. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to leave that down. Okay, so with this, we're going to do 4 eggs. And I'm going to let this mix real slowly because we're going to put them in there as it mixes. There we go. Let that mix a little bit, and all we got to do is add our flour and our baking powder. Okay. So now we're going to do our flour and our baking powder. And I like to give this a little whisk just to mix it up a little bit before I put it in there. All right, here goes our flour and our baking powder. That's all we got to put in here. Just got to let it mix up and we're ready to put it in the freezer. We'll bake a couple of these off too. just so you can see. I usually do jumbo, and yeah, actually I'll bake a couple of jumbo ones for you to see them. I can bake it on the same tray I baked the chocolate chip cookies on. All right, that's getting there. Okay, it looks like this is all mixed in beautifully. I get it off the paddle. Get it over here where I can reach it easily. All right. I don't want to waste it all on that paddle, that's for sure. It's like a whole cookie stuck on there. All right. Now I'm just going to give this a mix. Make sure it's all mixed in good. This peanut butter cookie recipe is just fantastic. It's the one I always use. Okay. And we got our other tray of cookies here. And the peanut butter, now I'm doing those jumbo. Where's my jumbos? Right here. These are going to be huge. We're just going to scoop them out and put them on here close together, just like I did the chocolate chip ones. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get this tray loaded with these. We'll get these put out in the freezer. I'll get 2 of them baked up, and then we'll try them. While these are baking, we'll try the chocolate chip ones. It's nice to have these in the freezer, friends, because I can just pull them out right from the freezer, put them in the oven, 350 degrees. Now, you know, frozen, they're going to take a few more minutes. They take about, these take about, the jumbo take about 20 minutes from frozen. If you got a normal size cookie, it's going to be, instead of, you know, 8-10 minutes, it's going to be 12 to 14 minutes. So let me get the rest of these scooped up and get them in the freezer. And then we'll try the chocolate chip cookie and we'll bake some of these off. Okay, we're going to put these right here on this cooling rack. And then we'll put our peanut butter cookies. I got a couple of them that I'm going to bake up here. I got one sitting right here. And one right there. We're just going to do 2 of them. Now I'm just going to flatten them just a little bit. There we go. And those will go in the oven. See? Beautiful. Huge too. Those will go in the oven at 350. And those will bake for about 15 minutes. So we'll set them right up there. Mr. Wayna, you want to come and try one of these cookies? I should have made you a cup of coffee. Oh, let me put it up. Mr. Wayna's tall. Take a pic. Well, listen, I'm going to show them the inside of them. They're beautiful. Look at that gorgeous inside. You good? Mm-hmm. Mmm. Those are good. Those would be good with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're good right now.
Want another one?
No.
Okay. Beautiful. They turned out wonderful. Mmm. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my cookie with my mouth full and talking while those bake. And then we'll show you how those turn out. Mmm. I need coffee. Okay, friends. We got a couple minutes left, so I want to clean this all up because I'm all done baking for today. And then in about 2 minutes, those cookies will be done. And then we'll try those. I got almost all the dishes done. So my mess is almost all cleaned up. And I love to clean as I go. Okay, so I will see you when the cookies are done. Look at these, friends. This is how big these are. These are jumbo. See my hand? And I got big hands for a lady, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the size of them. Gorgeous. I sell these beautifully. Take your pick.
These are mine. These are my favorite. Mmm. Delicious.
You want him to come have coffee? Make him coffee. Hazelnut coffee with creamer and peanut butter cookies. And Mr. Wayna will come see you wherever you are.
Hopefully.
As long as his honeydew list is done. Yeah? You like those?
Mm-hmm.
Those are what I always make for the market stand. I'm going to save that other one for you because I had enough with the chocolate chip ones. Actually, I'll put that on there and let it cool. Okay, friends. That's it for today. We did the granola and we did the chocolate chip cookies and the peanut butter cookies. And I'll put recipes for all of them in the description box. It was just a day of baking for the market stand and Mr. Wayna. You all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Can't talk with your mouth full.
No, that's all right.
Bye, friends.